Welcome to the Hilton Head Island Computer Club video about downloading free podcasts from the iTunes Store. The majority of podcasts are currently audio, but newspapers, magazines, television, colleges and universities, and others are rapidly adding video podcasts. To download from the iTunes Store, you will require a copy of iTunes on your computer. We will start with downloading iTunes by going to Google. Open a copy of Google in your browser and enter iTunes, I-T-U-N-E-S, in the search box and click OK. When the window with the search results opens, I want you to select Apple iTunes, download iTunes, and click on it. When the Download iTunes 7 page opens, you should click the radio button for Windows 2000 or XP. If you're using a Windows computer, if you're using an Apple computer, click the Mac operating system button, and then go to Download iTunes free bar and click on it. When the download window opens, simply click on Run and the download will begin. The download will take several minutes. Just follow the instructions in order to load iTunes onto your computer. When you open your iTunes software for the first time, you've probably noticed that you can also record music, movies, TV shows, and radio broadcasts. But what we're going to do today is deal with podcasts. First thing I would like you to do is click on the iTunes Store. Here in the iTunes Store, what we're going to do is select podcasts and double click on that. And below it here, you can see the categories of podcasts that are available. To begin with, we'll select the category Technology. See all the technology podcasts. We come over here and click the arrow for See All. You'll notice to begin with, there are 5 pages of them. To begin with, we are going to subscribe to the Photoshop TV. And finally, for this category, we're going to select Podcaster. To leave this category, we click on the arrow. It returns us to the store page. And we're going to select another category. This time we'll select News and Politics. Again, click the See It All button. And we're going to pick out 2 very popular newscasts. One is Meet the Press. Subscribe. And the other is Washington Week in Review. And we subscribe. Finally, to give you an idea of the variety that's available to us, I'm going to select the Education category. Again, click on See It All. How about learning some Spanish? I'm going to subscribe. Click subscribe again. Scroll down a little bit, maybe a little digital photography. Subscribe. Subscribe again. And go to the second page and see what we can find. How about for all you Jeopardy fans, little trivia podcasts? Well, subscribe. Subscribe again. When you're finished subscribing to the podcast you're interested in, you can click on Podcast over here, and it will return you to the podcast page on your computer. There are two things that I'd like to point out about your podcast folder. One is, if you double click on this arrow right here, you'll see that the only podcast that's actually been downloaded is the very latest lesson. So if you wanted to take this Spanish course, you'd have to come back here and get lesson number 1. Secondly, in order to update Washington Week in Review, the Meet the Press, and for that matter, all of these podcasts, you just click on this button once a week, and your podcast that you subscribe to will be updated automatically. You don't need an iPod or MP3 player to watch your podcast. If you want to listen to a podcast or watch a video, simply double-click on the item and it will show up in your preview screen. To watch it full screen, double-click on the preview window.
This is Meet the Press with Eddie Russell.
Our issues this Sunday: the Senate delays a vote on the troop increase in Iraq, as the debate now shifts to the House. With us,